Hi, thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. My name is Kevin Riley, and I am a school psychologist with the Montgomery County Public Schools. This presentation will focus on the development of social skills in younger children. While social skills development continues throughout adolescence, the resources and strategies in this presentation will focus on elementary and younger children. In this presentation, I will briefly outline what are social skills, describe why social skills are important, and then present some general activities that children can engage in at home to promote the development of social skills. Social skills refers to the ways in which we relate to others. These skills can help us interact with others socially, and they help us develop and maintain relationships. Children learn many of these skills through daily observations of the adults in their life. However, these skills can also be taught explicitly to children in both school and at home. The National Association of School Psychologists identified 4 sets of social skills. First, survival skills are basic skills that help us focus and attend to our social environment. Examples of these skills include listening, following directions, and ignoring distractions. Second, interpersonal skills are skills that help us build relationships. And these skills include sharing, asking permission, and waiting for one's turn. Third, problem-solving skills are skills that help us identify and solve problems. These skills include asking for help, apologizing, and engaging in decision-making. Finally, conflict resolution skills are more complex skills that help us deal with social conflicts. These skills include dealing with things such as teasing and peer pressure. Social skills are critical to successful functioning in life. These skills enable us to know what to say, make good choices, and behave appropriately in diverse situations. Children's ability to demonstrate social skills can influence a wide range of important areas, including academic performance, behavior, social and familial relationships, and involvement in extracurricular activities. Positive outcomes associated with the development of social skills include developing and maintaining productive and safe learning environments, helping children build resilience in the face of crisis or stressful events, and allowing children to develop appropriate and safe avenues to express a variety of emotions. Conversely, if a child does not learn to develop social skills or develops negative strategies, potential consequences could include difficulties in interpersonal relationships, negative responses from others and peer rejection, and increased signs of mental health difficulties. Now let's begin to explore some general social skills that are important for children to develop, as well as some general and specific activities you can engage with children at home to help teach these skills. First, it is important for children to be able to identify and label their emotions. Children should learn that all emotions are normal and temporary. Finally, our behaviors affect how we feel, and our feelings affect how we behave. To teach and reinforce these skills at home, provide age-appropriate vocabulary to children, and start by labeling their emotions for them. As children grow, they can learn new vocabulary and nuances in different emotions. Before engaging in new, unfamiliar activities, have a discussion with your child about how they might feel, emphasizing that all feelings are valid. But there are certain ways that we can express our feelings appropriately. When reading, you can pause and reflect on how and why characters might be feeling based on the events in the story. Use examples of how those events might impact the character's feelings and vice versa. This can help children begin to understand social cues and nonverbal communication to know how someone is feeling. Finally, it is important to teach and practice these skills when children are calm and focused. So when intense feelings do come up, the students can apply the strategies they have learned. Here is an example of a text you could read with your child to explore some of these issues. In the story, Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, Lily learns how to appropriately respond to her environment and express her feelings. Throughout the book, you can pause to discuss how Lily's feelings change based on the events in the story. In addition, you can explore both the appropriate and inappropriate ways Lily chooses to express her feelings. Visuals can be a tool for many children to help them identify and express their feelings. This is an example of a feelings wheel that could be used for a child to indicate how they were feeling. Adults working with the children can then help them verbalize the feeling and support them with strategies to help them feel better. This specific resource is available through the Center on Social and Emotional Foundations for Early Learning. The next set of skills includes building self-awareness of emotions and building self-regulation strategies. These skills are important to inform decisions, motivate oneself, and cope with stress. As children develop, they benefit from opportunities to demonstrate how they are feeling through activities other than verbalizing their feelings. Children may be better able to draw or use other mediums to express themselves. Deep breathing and relaxation techniques can be taught to children to help teach them self-regulation and how to manage their emotions. As with identifying and labeling emotions, it is important to practice self-regulation strategies regularly in a calm learning environment. Participation in practice can be reinforced using verbal praise, a sticker chart, or other more tangible reinforcement systems. Breathing activities can provide a physiological sensation to help reduce intense or uncomfortable feelings. While numerous different versions of breathing techniques exist, this specific example is provided by Johns Hopkins University Hospital. When using breathing strategies with children, visuals may help the concepts be more concrete. Also, whereas an adult may engage in breathing exercises for extended periods, it may be more appropriate to shorten the time span when working with younger children. Next, goal setting is a critical skill for children to develop to be successful in social and academic settings. When engaged in everyday activities, you can help teach these skills by asking your children what resources they might need to complete a task, rather than just providing them with all the resources from the outset. For new activities, modeling this thought process aloud will help illustrate for your children your problem-solving process. When appropriate, discuss the idea of perseverance with your child to help them understand that working through challenges is key to successfully achieving goals. As mentioned before, children are always watching adults for how to respond to stressors, so it is important to monitor our own behavior and set examples. Finally, having conversations around long-term versus short-term goals can help your child identify that it may take several steps to reach a large goal. In teaching goal setting, there are some guidelines that will help your children be more successful. First, you may have to help your child confront unrealistic expectations by using short-term goals to build to a long-term goal. Choosing an initial goal that is just outside of the current ability will help with initial success and motivation to continue. Setting goals such as behave better are too vague and unhelpful. If you want your child to demonstrate a specific set of behaviors, it is important to model and be specific with expectations. Many skills, such as making a new friend, will need to be broken down to specific behaviors, such as introducing oneself and asking questions of others. It is important to plan some way to monitor your child's performance so everyone can see the growth over time to know when the goal is achieved. Finally, you can model these skills by setting your own or family goals that you work together to achieve. A great text example for teaching perseverance is Rosie Revere Engineer. In this story, Rosie learns that not all of her inventions are going to be successful on the first try, and perseverance is key to achieving difficult goals. The last set of behaviors includes a variety of specific interpersonal skills, including eye contact, sharing thoughts, giving and receiving feedback, offering and receiving help, taking turns, using I statements, and asking appropriate questions. Many of these behaviors can be taught explicitly through modeling of the behaviors before, during, and after situations arise. Remember to give specific feedback to your child for both desired and undesired behaviors. You can then follow up with praise, reinforcement, and modeling as needed. And again, literature can be a great way to explore these behaviors with children. One such book is My Mouth is a Volcano, which helps explicitly teach strategies for not interrupting and sharing ideas appropriately. Another book that teaches explicit skills is How to Lose All Your Friends. This book explores in a humorous way social behaviors needed to develop friendships, and it can also tie into discussions around goal setting. Finally, playing board games in a structured setting with adults can be a great way for children to observe models as well as to learn and practice skills. Different games will help teach different skills, but almost any game will help with following directions, coping with emotions, and communicating with other players. In summary, social skills are important for all children to learn in order to be successful at school and home. Social skills can be taught and reinforced through everyday, informal activities at home. Finally, keep in mind that children learn through observation of adults. So modeling skills in everyday interactions is key. I hope this presentation provided some useful information and strategies. If you have specific questions or concerns about your child's development of social skills, reach out to your child's teacher, counselor, or the school psychologist assigned to your school for more support. Thank you and have a great day.